Silver is the ultimate tease. This is silver on the daily time frame, I think, something like that, priced in USD. It is just flirting with us under the 31 US dollar mark. We'll take a look at silver today. Of course, we'll take a look at the live gold price. We'll also do some crypto and Bitcoin and all that other stuff. We'll start the proceedings in less than 2 minutes. But within the first 1 minute of the show, I have to say, good morning, stackers, and do the synchronized slurp with my GMS followers and the family. Ready? This is where you grab a tasty beverage, I grab my tasty beverage, and we slurp them synchronously together. It is the honor system. You must do it audibly wherever you are, all of my subscribers and followers around the world. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Slurp it, people. What are you drinking today? Post a comment below. I will get to your comments. I'm Joe Main, worked in the precious metals industry here in Australia for 11 years, stacked silver since 2010, stacked crypto since 2013. Now I do this week daily live show. I work for 3 major bullion dealers in Australia, Goldstackers, Bullion Now, Ainslie Bullion, all those amazing videos and unboxing stuff that you've seen. That was all me, baby. And now I help you also launch and grow on YouTube and other social media. Hit me up with an email. gmstackers@gmail.com. Do you have a business, or do you know anyone with a business that you think could probably help with a bit of decent social media knowledge? I will teach you or them the skills of how to do it yourself. I do a 10-week DIY course where by the end of the 10 weeks, you have a fully fledged YouTube channel or Facebook or Instagram channel, and I've taught you how to create consistently engaging content. And then you're on your way. Bit of support along the way, of course, but send me an email, gmstackers@gmail.com. The show is brought to you by Ainslie. The show is brought to you by Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au, and Wealthstack, wealthstack.com. You'll probably hear a little bit more of about those people in, sometime within the show. But let's take a look at silver here, the absolute ultimate tease. Okay, silver on that was the 15-minute time frame. I apologize. I said it was the daily. It was not. Here is silver on the daily time frame, priced in USD, $30.80 US cents. You can see very clearly that it is flirting. It is the ultimate tease. It flirts with 31 US dollars. Not over it yet. So while we are above this trend line, okay, cool. Kind of no man's land. Anything can happen. Of course, you can have a fake out and then head back down. So far, looking so good. We did make a play for 31 US dollars yesterday, and it looks like, have we just opened the day? Yeah, quite possibly. What is today? Today is Thursday, the 23rd of January, 2024. Looks like it has opened the new day for silver, and you can see very clearly a move back up to 31, but then a failed test, and then a little quick move back down to $30.80. So basically, silver is the ultimate tease. And as you guys know, for many, many, many years, if you've been a stacker for a very long time, it really is the ultimate tease. Let's go back. And I'll take off all this stuff here. It just flirts with us a lot. And for a lot of people, it can make a lot of silver stackers very despondent after a long period of time. And it depends on when you got into the asset. Of course, if you got in much, much lower, hey, did you buy back in 2004, 2005, were you like Robert Kiyosaki and Mike Maloney? Hey, then you're just sitting pretty and you're doing very, very well. But, a lot of stackers who got in during the hype of 2010, I did that, 2010, 2011. I got in around about 2010, September of 2010. Price was around about 24, 25 US dollars. I spent about 3 months just doing my research, and the price had gone up from $17, $18 to like 24, 25 US dollars. But, you live and learn. And so, I rode that wave too, up to the $50 mark. And I do know, because I've spoken to thousands of customers over my time, some of them are despondent. Silver does seem to tease us a lot. Here's the good thing about silver. It did finally get over that magic mark of 26 US dollars. Let me show you that very quickly. I'll just do it with the crosshairs rather than giving you all the lines. So right there, see that? Look at that right here. That was 26 US dollars. Okay, that was a line in the sand that we thought would never cross. Okay, so here's 2010. The peak of what we didn't realize was the peak, because don't forget, right? Back in 2010, 2011. we'd already had the all-time high of $50 in 1980. Sorry, and then this huge big bowl right there, big cup, okay? And we thought, okay, so hey, we're coming up to the all-time high. We're going to break the all-time high, no problem. And of course, many people, just like myself, getting into silver for the first time. I was actually just getting into investing for the first time. So I didn't know about, double tops and this and that. I was trying to listen to as many people as possible, but you can get caught up in the rah, silver to the moon stuff. And I was a younger guy in my sort of early 30s. Wasn't as au fait with stuff as I am now these days, a little bit more distinguished gentleman. And so, we got up to $50, and I wasn't buying at $50, but I was buying it around $40. I remember it was one of my last purchases. And then, it started going down here, and we're like, it hit $26. And we're like, and then it went back up again. And then a lot of us were going, 26, all right, cool. Then it did it for a second time. And we're like, bounced off 26 again. 26 is the line in the sand, man. That'll never be crossed, okay? Then it did it for a third time here in 2012. We're like, mate, $26 silver is like the absolute floor. Then it started creeping up again. And we're like, okay, this is the time now. Okay, we've had 1, 2, 3, three bottoms, like double bottom, triple bottom. This is heading onwards and upwards, particularly right here in September, sort of late 2012. We're like, oh man, we are going to go through the roof here. And no. So then eventually it did break 26. And this is my point about silver being the ultimate tease. Between here and where was it? Here. And so that's April of 2013, which I have told people before, the day in which silver finally broke through 26 and started creeping down, and everyone was like, oh, holy crap. That was my very first day working in the bullion industry. I was working at Goldstackers. It was my first day on the job. I was actually volunteering. I wasn't even getting paid. I was doing like a bit of a quick internship as such. And day one, there were people out the door. It was just a lineup from almost felt like down the street. So then it was a real trial by fire. So since then, right, it's really flirted with that magic 26 mark. And then you can see very clearly if I show you 26 here. This is why it flirts with us a lot, and it is the ultimate tease. But there's some good news with that, okay? Right here. Up in August of 2020, it broke 26. And it's breaking 26, and then it's back down. In February of 2021, it broke 26, and it's back down. It's 28, back down. Here we're doing it again. So a lot of silver stackers will be like, this 26 thing is just really annoying us. Silver just is the ultimate tease. It flirts with us a lot. As I say with like platinum, it's like Lucy in the football. Sets it up and then pulls it away from you. And then just here. And this is where finally I don't like to use this terminology, but we saw some action in the precious metals where we did finally break through 26 right here. This is on the monthly time frame. Finally through 26, okay? And then it did start sort of coming to the party as such. And then we found support finally. And this was in just August of last year, okay? So after we had that breakout and that retest, that's when many of us went, and I did too. Silver's now in 99.99% bull market, new bull market, since we broke through that magic 26, the infamous 26, and then held it as support. Then we've had that move to $34, $35, and this just looks like a beautiful little bit of a consolidation move. Okay, but that's on the longer time frame, so silver has been the ultimate tease. It'll continue to do so, but just on this, I'll take it to the 1 hourly if you like, and I'll pop it here. Just on that little move right here, we just really wanted to close and hold above that $31. It's a very key Fibonacci level, and it's just, on the smaller time frame, it's just teasing us with this. Now, as I said in a Facebook post in one of the major silver stacking forum groups, the longer you spend testing this, the better, and the better the chance is that it finally breaks out and then holds as support. Okay, so unlike having a quick spike and a quick move down, okay, yeah, you could have a double top here, sure, but if you just do this, you creep along a little bit like that for a little bit longer, and then that really sets it up. So consolidation under resistance is quite bullish. Okay, so that's what you want. You want to see something like that rather than just quick little flashes in the pan like that. You want to see that just consolidate for a bit and then onwards and upwards. That really sets it up for a nice move. Okay, so even though it is the ultimate tease, eventually it happens, and it will happen for us. Okay, and it's looking good. Okay, again, once we've been above this magic $26 level, we had the $35 level. Looking there, this is a bit of a consolidation. Okay, and if I pop on my indicator, I've got my indicators on. And again, what I'll show you here, the breakout level, of course, that's all that stuff. See that major downtrend line right here, downtrend line, breakout. We had an almost retest, excuse me, while I show you that. There's a lot of stuff going on here. I should get rid of all of that, but let me show you right there. Sorry for the vertigo. Right here, you had the breakout and actually didn't have a retest technically, and you don't always have to have a retest. I've just been saying it's quite true that most of the time you do have a retest of a downtrend line after you break out of it, but not always. So move to 35, that's good. I had been saying, and I will continue to say, while we are below 31, and it's probably looking very unlikely at this stage, but, you know, message of the market is there is still the potential to come down to the best buy zone, $28 to $26 with a very slight chance, I would say, like 10% chance that we actually see this downtrend line actually tested, and we'd call that max pain on this trend line. And max pain is a good thing for buyers. You want sellers to be in max pain because they will capitulate and then you gobble it all up. Now, I'm not saying it's going there, so I give that like a 10% chance, maybe 10% chance at this stage. Okay, it's looking pretty good with this price action right here up to that nearly $31 mark. Just really need to see it creep over that 31, please. And then that will flip me from sort of 70-80% chance that we see $28 hit to probably like 30-40% chance. Okay, it is quick like that because 31 is such a key level, but it's just the ultimate tease and flirting with us at the moment. And of course, it will be really an exciting day when we finally close, which we will finally close and hold above and test as and hold as support and then break out of $32.50. Final hurdle for new highs soon. We won't talk about the higher prices just yet. So silver being the ultimate tease as it usually is, but I think we're looking good, people. It's looking great. And of course, triple digit silver is coming. That's in probably not too distant future, couple of years, something like that. How high can it go? We'll do another video on that at a different time. That is silver. Gold. Oh man, it is still above the final hurdle for new all-time highs soon. So it's looking like it's going to make a move. And as I've said, as long as we can close this week or any week above it, don't forget this is the weekly time frame. You can certainly spike to these areas and then close below. So I don't want to see a close below 2,735. My personal final hurdle for new all-time high soon. Why? It's a key level from Fibonacci from there and there. I won't bore you with the details. On the good news is we are now trending back up on the weekly relative strength index, looking very positive for gold. If we close this week, the next couple of days, Saturday, Sunday, we close the markets for, all international markets, and we close above there, that is ultimate bullish for me, okay? And I will say, no, new all-time highs coming in like a few days, maybe max a week or 2 weeks, rather than a further consolidation period in like months and months and months for new all-time highs in gold. So we're looking very positive for gold. Just need to remain above 2,735. And I won't talk about any of these other levels because we're not there. Cool. That's really all you need to know. It's looking very positive for gold. Let's take a look at platinum. Platinum flirting with, once again, like Lucy in the football, or silver being the ultimate tease, it is flirting with this uptrend line. Okay, so we're just in that no man's land area. This is the no man's land area between 930 and this uptrend line. Let me show you the macro. Okay, it goes all the way back to the absolute low in March of 2020. We all know what happened in March of 2020. That was at $560. Okay, then it goes through this low right here, and then you can see we have been flirting with it, okay? Anywhere below this downtrend line, it's my very ultimate depressed zone for platinum, okay? I must technically be depressed for platinum while we're below there, okay? And we just need to clear and hold above. Do something like that, ignore the time frame, but look at the price action. Do something like that is perfect for platinum. And until then, though, we're in no man's land, and this could equally happen where we just tick over and then head down into the belly of the best buy zone. So for the moment, no man's land. My bias is to the downside, but I might have to change my tune on that because gold is looking for the moment to potentially break all-time highs. And where gold and silver go, platinum tends to follow. So maybe my feeling about lower prices coming is completely incorrect, but we're still in that no man's land area. I just need to see confirmation, something like that. Cool. That is platinum. Gold to silver ratio, nothing to say. Still in gold's favor. Probably will be for a while, I'd imagine. Australian dollar to the US dollar, just checking it because we live in Australia here. This is a worldwide show, but you can also check your foreign currency, what it's doing against the US dollar. It's very important to know that second factor as well. Okay, if you're anywhere other than the States, you need to know what your foreign currency is doing against the USD because it's the world's reserve currency. Is it weakening or strengthening? As this is going up, the Australian dollars would be weakening against the US dollar. Okay, so but we're hovering at a level here of around about 62, 63 US cents. There's no clear defined path. I would just say on the daily time frame, it is trending up. On the weekly time frame, you've been in a big downtrend from here, and you've got a little bit of an uptick. Look, generally, when you have a look, when it goes into extremely undervalued on the weekly time frame, you tend to have a decent period of up. That's a technical term, decent period of up. Okay, so I could expect to move back up to maybe this resistance level here of 63.5. Anyway, that's much of a muchness. That is all the precious metal stuff, I think. Let's say hello to the GMS gang. Great to see you all on Thursday. Bin night, reminder, bin night, Thursday, the 23rd of January, 2025. Hi, Joe. GMS. G'day, Pete. Great to see you, my friend. Morning, Joe. Morning, Jason. Hello. Let's do another synchronized slurp, shall we, in just a second. Niels Hahn Dynasty. Great to see you, my friend. Niels Hahn Dynasty has asked for XCN. You are the first person to request a chart. I will take a look at XCN today after we do a bit of normal Bitcoin analysis, etc. GMS. That is great. Yes, silver can be extremely frustrating at times. I know it will rocket. I know it will rocket after I liquidate all my silver. Yeah, it's always the way. You sell your asset and then the asset goes up. Yeah, always the way. At least in Australian dollar terms. Yes, in Australian dollar terms, silver has performed quite well. Yes, it's at near sort of all-time highs. It's made recent new all-time highs again because the Australian dollar has recently been strengthening against the US dollar. That's the main reason. Plus, silver going up in spot USD as well. GMS, hi everyone. Great to see you and great to see so many people watching. Let's do a quick little synchronized slurp. Ready? Go. No forewarning. Love your work, people. Let's see. Before we get into it. It's just they've changed it up. Fantastic. Buy from Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au, Australia's first and only bullion dealer to offer free shipping when you buy 20 or more items. So they've just done a recent little website update. Good. So go to perthbullion.com.au. They are the best bullion dealer in all of Australia. Okay, they don't ship internationally. They ship Australia-wide and free shipping when you buy 20 or more items. That's it. It's a mix and match of items too, not 20 of one thing, 20 of anything. They're the only bullion dealer that offers free shipping. It's just mental. Now, other bullion dealers will give you free shipping, but that's only if they screwed up your previous order or something like that. Okay, if you got the wrong thing and then you got to send it back order, then you get a free shipping. Okay, but you kind of already paid for it originally, if that makes sense. So no, there's no other bullion dealer that gives you actual proper free shipping except for Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au, and you can read 5-star Google reviews as well. Fantastic. That's them. Won't bore you with the big plug. And Wealthstack, wealthstack.com. Download it for Android or iPhone. It is an unallocated gold program, backed one-to-one with real physical metal at spot plus 1%. That's all you pay. $100,000 of gold, $1 million of gold, $10 of gold, doesn't matter. You only pay spot plus 1%. Go to wealthstack.com, Australian owned, regulated, operated, all that good stuff. I trust them. Don't take my word for it. Go to wealthstack.com, go to the bottom left-hand corner, click on the frequently asked questions page. It'll tell you all about how Wealthstack works and what you need to do. And of course, just download it on your phone. Okay, they do have a desktop version as well, so you can do it all through your laptop or your desktop computer. But mainly, it is a phone app with a great user interface as well. So Wealthstack, one word, that's the icon, and that's the user interface. Got to upload your ID and do all the cross all the T's and dot all the I's. It's all on the up and up. Please go check them out. They're really good, and they're doing great things. And the roadmap for what they've got coming down the line is just crazy. A debit card, silver, physical redemptions of the metal. It's just great. So wealthstack.com. Let's go on to some Bitcoin analysis and crypto analysis, and then we will take a look at XCN because that is the one that has been requested. This is interesting. Okay, let's do Bitcoin and crypto analysis. We'll take a look at Bitcoin first, then just quickly look at the general altcoin market, and then we are going to do a chart request for XCN. That has been the chart request of the day. Yep, Bitcoin on the weekly time frame, price in US dollars, $104,003. So 104,000 US dollars. Where is it under currently? Does this matter? Probably not. But just for me, and it's my own personal opinion, okay? What I did is I took the Fibonacci from this high and this recent low. And then I looked, where is the 0.786 level? For me, that's the level I need to see it close and hold above to say new all-time highs are coming imminently in, days and weeks, not months and months, okay? And that's $104,200. I know it's very specific, but, call it 104 even if you want, okay? And it definitely needs, if you look on the weekly time frame, you really want to preferably hold above. I would even say more so this close on the weekly back in December of 2024. Okay, you had that spike, but then we close. So opened. That's an open, not a close. That's the close. That's the open. Okay, you would at least want to close at or above that level right there. Okay, so actually that's at around about 104,500. You can call it somewhere between 104 to 105,000 US dollars. Okay, what I really don't want to see is preferably closing decently below that $104,000, $105,000 mark. Okay, we were above it just yesterday. This is the daily time frame, and we went up to 107,000. Now, this is why I have been speaking about weekly and monthly timeframes being the most important. Dailies are good for day trade. Daily timeframes great for day traders, but for the macro people like you and me, the buyers and the holders, the ones where we're just hodling for a while until big swing trade kind of things. It's really the weeklies and the monthlies that you really need to see closes on, because even on the dailies you can close above a key level, but then the next day it just fakes you out. Okay. So we're currently below, but look, today, when the new day opens in around about an hour, hey, this could rocket back up. As long as we close, I'd like decently, at least above that $104,000, $105,000 level, and preferably up in your sort of 105, 106 area, then that's a good setup, okay? If we start closing the week, sort of down here at your 102, 103, there's a chance that then that will become that's a decent spike up, and we don't like the decent spikes in the upward direction because that says that sellers are in control of the market. If you start closing down in here, particularly closing down below this spike, not great. Okay, then I would say potential setup for lower prices, like a bit of a fake out there. I'm not saying that's going to happen. I'm just saying that is what you would need to look out for Bitcoin. Now post a comment below. Do you want to see it go up and up from here because you're done with your buying, or you're waiting for some decent confirmation, then you'll do some more buying? Or are you waiting to load up? Are you hoping it goes lower for a period of time? Are you looking to load up your bag? Leave a comment below whether you're watching this on the replay or watching live right now. If you are watching the replay, just use the time codes below to go to whatever you want to watch. And of course, the magic 100,000 psychological value must close above for confidence. So far on the weekly, we've closed above. Great. We actually had a spike down to 100,000 on the weekly time frame. That's the massive line in the sand that you don't want to cross again, right? 100,000 spike, 100,000 spike. On the weekly, didn't close above it. Okay, finally closed above it. So that's the good news. Okay, we finally did have a weekly close above 100,000. Yeah, look, it's looking good. It's just I really need to see that final confirmation of, closing above that $405,000 mark. Cool. That is Bitcoin, and we've talked about higher prices recently. We've talked about the price action, what could potentially happen, and I did that in yesterday's show, so just watch that show. Cool. And use the time codes to go to the Bitcoin part. That is Bitcoin. What else? I'm going to quickly show you Bitcoin in Australian dollars. Why not? Just for fun. Then you can see it's like $165,000. It's making new all-time highs too. Anyway, just want to show you that. Let's go to others. Oh, interesting. Okay, so others is still in the normal range. Not, I'll say the normal range, but it is ranging at the moment. So this is others. This is the altcoin market, which means every single crypto in the world except for the top 10 in market cap. Okay, so it just excludes those. Still trading in the range, nothing to say. You call it no man's land area. This will eventually break right here. This, now I can probably pop that in too. Actually, would I do that? Is that your big symmetrical triangle? Yes, it is. You've got another little area to watch out for here though, but that's kind of your main stuff. Will I get rid of this Fibonacci too? No, I'll just leave it in. So you're kind of in this trading range. You're at the top end. If you're basing it on this and this, then you'll say you're at the sort of top half of the range. So that's a potential, positive that we find some support here and then onwards and upwards and break finally. What would be a major support level that I wouldn't want to see cross? Well, it's very clearly here. Okay, so that's at that $330 billion mark. You've got this downtrend line here. So it's 330 billion, which is the absolute line in the sand that you do not want to cross unless you're looking to load up some more. So I'm mainly parked in US dollars at the moment, mainly parked in dirty fiat currency, and I'm waiting personally for a confirmation of one of two things. Either a confirmation that if it breaks this downtrend line, if it breaks 330, that we're potentially coming down to lower prices, would have to watch out for a fake out at around about this trend line. So I'd have to watch very clearly. Do we come down here? If it breaks 330 and it breaks this Fibonacci line, does it come down here and has a quick sucked in and then onwards and upwards? You've got to watch out for that. That's around about $310 billion. But yeah, I'm waiting for a confirmation of either a break of 330 or a break of the downtrend line here. And that's when I will start scaling back into altcoins specifically. Alt season hasn't really happened yet. Okay, traditionally it will in the year after the halving. We've just started the year after the halving. Sometime this year we'll have a total crypto peak. Okay, I don't think it's done yet. Could be wrong. Anything can happen. But yeah, so what I would not want to see is that. Not good. That would set it up for that. If we do that, then you want to see that quick fake out. That would fake out a lot of people. Okay, but preferably you just, hey, let's do something like that and there. That would be good. Then I'll start scaling into altcoins more from here, and then I'll wait for ultimate confirmation once it breaks and holds 400 billion, roughly 404 billion technically, and then I will really the truck will be completely loaded. Okay, as you know, I've been moving a portion of, not all, of my silver holdings into the crypto market to ride the crypto wave in 2025, then to up my precious metal stack. Okay, it's all about upping my real money. Okay, my gold and silver. Cool. So just waiting for confirmation. I've got a fight with myself. I keep just doing these little trades here and there, and I've really got to just watch myself because I make a little bit and then I lose a little bit. I'm like, what are you doing, Joe? It's like you got an addiction, man. So just got to sit back. It's mainly parked in USD and just play the waiting game, okay, with the altcoin market. If you want to play this range, hey, you go for it, but I am not going to be parking any significant amount of dollars in here until we've confirmed there or confirmed there. On the downward side, the absolute best buy zone is here between 280 billion to 260 billion market cap. I call that the ASX trader low range. If you don't know who he is, you should be looking him up. Cool. That is a very squiggly altcoin market. Okay, now I think I'll go back and do quick. I'll check some quick comments, then we will start the chart request. Cool. So that's Major Crypto. I won't even bother you with XRP or anything like that. Couldn't be bothered. No, it's just heading down at the moment. Cool. Let me check the comments, and then I will do the chart request for today, which is XCN. Fantastic. Let me move that. Great to see so many people watching. Hit the big red subscribe button to join the GMS family, going out live on YouTube and live on X, I think, as far as I'm aware. Let's see. Yeah, the alt season is still going, right? It's still going, right? Yeah, that's just in a little pause. Okay, fair enough. Let's go and have a look at XCN. And then we'll get out of here, people. Back to the chart. I've got to share that. My name is Joe Main. You are watching Good Morning Stackers. I don't have XCN. XCN. Kraken, Bybit, Mexi, BitGet, Onyx. What would I want to do? Coinbase, Bybit. I'm just going to quickly check. I'm going to go one. I don't want to do the perpetual contract. Coinbase, not BitThumb. I'll check Kraken. I did Kraken. That one. And MEXC. I'll do MEXC. I'm just looking for, and I'll do HTX, okay? Because I'm just looking for the most historical chart. Let me quickly have a look at XCN. This goes all the way back to, I think this goes back to April of 2022. That's a perpetual contract, which I'm not interested in, and it's not good anyway. XCN on Coinbase. I knew June versus April. Okay, April. I knew HTX Huobi would probably be the best. And what's that? That is Kraken, August. Okay, we are going to use the HTX, which used to be called Huobi, and now it's called HTX. Cool. Ready? Just don't let that spike is a little interesting, so I'm going to ignore the spike. All right, let's take a look. Let me start this, and I may use this as wow, look at that. I may use this as a specific video that I do as an excerpt. Yeah, cool. Let me just move that. Let me get that out of the way so we can just have a better look. There we go. Much better. Cool, cool. What is XCN, by the way? I've forgotten what it is. What's it called? Give me one moment. XCN. Give me one moment, people. XCN crypto. Oh, Onyxcoin. Cool. Onyxcoin. Cool, cool, cool. Thank you very much. Great. Are you ready? Let's do it, people. Cool. Let's take a look at Onyxcoin XCN, an old school crypto back from roughly 2022. You can call that old school. I'm taking probably looked at it before. We're going to take a first proper relook at the price itself, just doing some technical analysis. I'm not basing it on the fundamentals. So if you are an Onyxcoin fan, you are a holder or a long-term holder, please post your comments below and let us know why you're so bullish on it. And if you agree potentially with my price targets, I will give you my potential take profit targets as well. And if you disagree, like, oh man, it can go way higher than that, or no chance it can go there, just leave a comment below and let me know politely why you think I might be wrong, and give me your own targets as well. I want to know everything that you think about Onyxcoin, but I'm taking a first look, proper look, just from a technical price perspective. Here it is on the monthly time frame. Each candle is 1 month, priced in US dollars. We are looking at 12 cents right now. You've seen a big move. Wow, XCN. Why didn't I know about this? Come on, people. Out of all the thousands of cryptos, you couldn't have told me about this one that was having a bit of a price thing. Come on, hit me up. Guys, you got to be my info. Just kidding. So let's do a quick bit of price action. This is the HTX exchange price. HTX used to be known as Huobi, okay? And it goes all the way back into the one that I found that has the most historical chart. Okay, it goes back the longest to April of 2022. some of the other charts don't have this big spike down. I'm going to assume that's some kind of glitch, some kind of fat finger where someone market sold something by accident, and so we're going to ignore that big spike, and it's kind of doesn't really matter anyway. Okay, so when it opened on HTX, we were at a price of around about 7, so not 12 cents. My apologies, 1.2 cents. That's at 1.2 cents, not 12 cents, because it opened here on HTX at around about 7.5 cents to 8 cents. All right, had a move. So its ultimate move, the highest it's ever been, of 18.19 US cents, and since 2022. Blum, 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 blum. Like, that is such a huge move. We're talking... That's as pretty much as low as you can go. Like, you know, we know that crypto in the bear markets, when it has a top and then goes into bear market, it can go down 90%, 80%, 90%, sometimes 95%, 97%. But to get to like roughly 99.6%, that's ouch. So XCN holders back then, and if you've held your bag, man, you've been really feeling it, and I sympathize with you. However, you're probably feeling really good at the moment because we've had a great move back up. So definitely the low here, and we're talking, I'm not even going to guess what it's a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of a cent. Cool. Back in December of 2023, then you had this beautiful move back to just over a third, nearly half a cent. Okay, back down here to 1/10 of a cent, and since November, you've had a brilliant move all the way from basically 1/10 of a cent. So you've had a 10 times move just recently, all the way up to 1.5 cents, currently at 1.2 cents. So you've 10 bagged it basically between November and now. So congratulations. If you've been in XCN now, you might still be holding a bag up here. Well, let's see what happens. Can we get back up there? We'll do a bit of analysis on that. But hey, did you recognize the opportunity here? Did you see something was going on? Did you see a bottom here, then that, and then that? Okay, this is on the logarithmic scale. Okay, good on you. Have you been in a bag of XCN, and have you ridden that 10 times bag? If you have, congratulations. I certainly hope you've taken some profits along the way, and please tell me in the comments if you have. So, going to be, can I use Fibonacci? So firstly, what I do is I usually start with doing Fibonacci and using Fibonacci tool, and I'll just take it from a significant high and a significant low. Then I'm just looking for areas of confluence. Now I'm guessing here we're probably not even over the first mark, but I could be wrong. So let's have a quick look. So the high here of that sort of 18.19, let me just double check what that is. Okay, that technically, excuse my head, that's actually about 19.5 cents technically. Yeah, 19.5 cents was the high. Okay, so I'll take it from about 19.4, there we go, right there, and then we take it down. Yeah, we're not even there. Okay, so right there from that high and that low, it might be more important for me to take a look at the recent high and that recent low, and I'll take a look at that sort of more micro Fibonacci as well, but this is the macro one. Okay, very clearly for me, you will find major resistance at one of two places in the beginning. Okay, so this is right here. Okay, right here at the 0.236. Okay, well, again, we'll do smaller Fibonacci analysis, but right here. Okay, you have to start. This is going to be, I would suggest, decent resistance. That is at 4.5 cents. Cool. 4.5 cents will be decent resistance. Am I saying it's the top? Oh no, not at all. Okay, I'm just saying it'll be decent resistance. Why? From that high, the macro high and the macro low, 0.236 Fibonacci level, yeah, that's where you're going to find it. So I don't know what the price action is going to do from there, but let's say you have a great month in February, I'd be looking at a spike around about there. If it's not there, okay, just in case, it will very likely, and I'd say almost definitely, spike right to here at the 7.5 cent level, okay? Because that's where it opened at as well. That's where you have that close on the monthly time frame, or spike down on the monthly, okay? So definitely here, okay? And I might also call this my getting excited line, I probably would, okay? So that's the two major resistance levels, okay, based on this high and this low. I think that's quite relevant. Cool. on XCN. I'm also going to call this, this is on the big macro. Oh, look, let me go down here and let me see if there are any other levels. Let me take this high and this low. And are there any areas of confluence where it sort of matches up? There it is. Ha, right, there you go. Can you see that? Yeah, you can. Okay, so ignoring the macro for a second, let me just pop on the micro. Go away. I don't want you. I want that. Cool. So this is just the more micro. Ignore the top stuff up there. Okay. When we spiked up to that roughly half a cent kind of mark, and then we had that low, we formed this major high, this major low on the sort of shorter term time frame. Again, they are monthly candles. And then you have seen a spike at bang, the 4.236 at the 1.5 cent mark. Okay, so that's a little bit confluency. Anything to say? No, I don't think so, really. I think I'm going to keep this as my macro chart. So let me go back. It's just interesting how that lines up. Okay, back on there. This is the one I'm going to mainly base it on. Now, I was going to call this my getting interested line, although you probably would have been quite interested to get in right there. So that would have been, I'm not going to do getting interested lines and getting excited lines because we're kind of already there. Okay, so I'm going to say take profit targets from here. So here I'm now going to give you my take profit targets if you have not already taken some profits. Okay, so definitely if you're back in here, okay, so this is all assuming you've been buying somewhere within this range and you've been buying down here. I would definitely call this also a TP1. Okay, now could I be wrong? And are you thinking as an Onyxcoin fan, no man, we're going to break the all-time high? I wouldn't assume that is the case. I mean, yeah, you've got a bunch of months, but you know, we've been so low that you maybe, I mean, that's a move. That's a move. Even from here, that's another 10 bagger from here or more. That's like more than a 10 times from here. I wouldn't necessarily say that the all-time high in XCN is guaranteed in the next crypto bull run. Could be completely wrong, okay? But you do want to take some profits along the way. And if you're not, well, come on, man, what are you doing? What are you even doing in the game if you're not taking profits along the way? So, for example, if you're one of the sort of newbies to XCN, you're not holding a bag up here, and you're in this kind of general area, okay, definitely take some profits here, okay? So let me pop that. I should do that on the right-hand side so you can see it. So look over to the right, and I called it TP, exclamation point. TP1, okay, 4.5 US cents. That is absolute decent resistance, okay? That is a take profit one target. Are you telling me you wouldn't take profits if you got in? Mate, what happens what if you just got in just in this month because you saw the breakout here and you bought the breakout? You're like, oh man, we're going to break this high right here. We're breaking this back. Surely we're going to go up a little bit further. Okay, now you have made roughly right here, you're at 160, 170% profit already. Are you telling me you're not going to sell half on double and recoup your initial investment, or just recoup your initial investment? So you're not even selling half, you're selling less than half and you're still recouping your initial investment because you're up about 160, 170%. Of course you are, because you're not dumb. That's what you would do. You would mitigate your risk, take out your initial, and then the rest is gravy, right? Then absolutely highly consider. Not financial advice. That's a 10 bagger from the breakout. Okay, you're not taking any profits at 4.5 cents. Yes, you are, and that is going to be the major area I personally would be looking out for if I were getting into XCN. I probably won't be getting into XCN personally because I'm spreading myself too thin. I don't want to spread myself too thin. That matches up perfectly with that spike on the monthly back in October of 2022. So a resistance level, it's 4.5 cents. Okay, what would give me pause to say, oh, actually maybe we can get up to the previous all-time high? Okay, it would be a break and hold and close above 7.5 US cents. So I would actually call this I'll call it TP2. Okay, TP2, 7.5 cents. 7.5 cents. I would also call that the getting excited. I've done this on the right hand side again. I'll have to move it. Getting excited above here. Okay, that's getting excited above there. Okay, but you should, if you're buying down here, you should be, you do you, taking some profits here. Maybe you take a little bit off the table here at 4.5. You sell a little bit more here at 7.5. That's the absolute huge resistance lines. Okay, then what you do is you watch the price. Maybe you get out, I don't know, you choose you. What percentage bag do you want to be holding after 4.5 cents and or 7.5 US cents? I don't know. Personally, if I was buying down in here, or even if I brought that breakout, I'd be almost all out at 7.5 US cents. I'd be maybe holding 20% left. Why? Because what happens if either here is the major resistance for the crypto bull run for 2025 for XCN? Hey, could go through, but you want to mitigate your risk, okay? And then if you bought down here, come on, man, it's such a great appreciation in price, right? In your profit. Cool. I would suggest though, if you start doing this, and this is why I call it the getting excited above here, this is when, if it does this, I'm not saying it's doing anything like this, okay? But right above here at your 7.5 cents, if it starts creeping into here, holding, and then moving up, I'm like, oh crap, okay, looks like we got a decent more run to move. That's why you keep a bag in 20%, maybe 30%. You do you, I don't know. And then you might even consider, and I don't think you should do this, but some people might consider going, I took some profits here. I think I'll put some of those profits back in if you see a confirmation of something like that. That would then set it up for potential higher prices. And I'll just put it in there. I don't necessarily think it will get there, okay? But if it does, my final hurdle that says to me that new all-time highs in XCN is like 80 to 90% certain, okay? That's at 15 cents. Cool, 15 cents. Is that gonna do it? Yeah, there we go on the right. 15 cents, final hurdle for new all-time highs. Cool, that's me. You would also consider if you would consider maybe, no, I won't say that. No, cool. That's what you would take profits here at 4.5 cents, take some more profits at 7.5 cents, watch what it does around here, and then, if it finds resistance here, right? If it finds resistance around about here, or if it finds resistance here, hey, you've taken the majority of your profits, you've got a little bit of a bag left, and then you can just, if it, does something like that, and you go, okay, we're over. Okay, I'll just sell out that other 20%, but you've averaged out really, really well. Cool. But then if it does something like this, you can go, oh, okay, room to move. Okay, cool. And maybe play a little bit more. Put some profits back in, ride that wave. I would really watch out for the major resistance low, though, at the 15-cent mark. For me, that's the dead cat bounce area. Many people believe it's the 61.8 where you can do a dead cat bounce, but I favor here. A lot of the time you can get faked out around the 786 level right there. But if we do this, again, a lot of lines, if you do that and find us close on the weekly or close on the monthly, that's like, oh no, new all-time highs coming, okay, for XCN. And look, let's do blue sky thinking for the, blue sky thinking for, it's so annoying, the brush tool. Blue sky thinking for the fanboys, and that's a complimentary term, not a derogatory term, for the XCN fanboys. What are some of the new highs that we could get to? I would probably favor mostly the 1.618 Fibonacci level from the very old high and the very old low, and you'd be looking at, that's kind of the major one for me, probably here at 30 US cents, okay? Yeah, 50 maybe, but geez, that's, no. So I'm going to say this is probably an outlier, and I could be completely wrong, okay? I would say 30 US cents, outlier, but possible. Cool. Now, again, for my wonderful XCN fanboys and fan people, okay, you might be like, no, man, we're going to $1 easy in this run because of fundamental A, fundamental B, fundamental C. Great. Post it in the comments below and let me know why. But these are my personal, if I were getting into XCN, my take profit targets, even basing it on if I were to buy right now. Let me just, buying right now. Yeah, if I would buy right now and then it gets to 4.5 cents, that's a 275% move. Yes, I'm taking my initial investment off the table at 4.5 cents. Then That's a 5x from here. Yeah, these are the major resistance levels. Okay, I would be probably out of the majority of my bag at 7.5 cents, and then I watch what it does from here, as we just talked about. Anyway, that is XCN. Leave your comments below. Are you an absolute fan? Tell me why. Tell me the fundamentals. Tell me what you think the XCN price can do in the peak of a crypto bull run in 2025. Let's do some comments and get out of here. Yeah, Jason's like, not financial advice, right? Niels Hahn says, so hold on XCN for a bit. I always find it interesting, Neil. Do you watch the live chats on your phone and it's using predictive text? Because your A's, so hold on for a bit, is always in capitals. I always feel like you must be watching on your phone. Let's see, comments, queries, and then we'll get out of here. Still with Jason. Oh, Jason, you guys having a big Trump debate while I'm here? I'll jump in that debate. That's fine. Let's see. Alts are on halt. I like that. That's good, says Knackers. Knackers says, looks like Trump has had people to be a bit cautious until his text. What? Looks like Trump has had people to be a bit cautious until his marker runs out of ink. I don't know what that's in relation to. His crayon. I don't know what that means. Okay. I like that he revoked. Because of executive orders. Yes. Okay. Crayon. Oh my God, Jason. I love that he revoked the 51 top secret. Yes. The lies and treasures. Absolutely. Yep. He's developed RSI. Yeah, man. Signing all those executive orders. I like a lot of them. I like the tariff idea and lower taxes. Define traitor. Someone that does not kiss the ring. No, I think that's all tongue-in-cheek. No one would ever call you a traitor, Jason, because you love your country and you just want to see it get better and better. And everyone has different opinions, and that's okay. Someone that uses it to lie to Americans about the law. I think you mean RICO. And a secret plan to do something awful. How do you describe it? Nice how he made bribing politicians again legal, receiving gifts from lobbyists. Great how he drains the swamp. Is there any evidence for that? Jason? Don't think I voted for him. I did not. We will never know how bad it is behind closed doors. Yeah, exactly. You'll never know what's going on behind a Democrat-led one or a Republican-led one. Of course not. I voted for Neil Hahn. I vote for Neil Hahn. You vote for yourself. Okay, cool. For POTUS in 2028. What's your policy platform, Neil? I have voted for me. Oh, you have voted. Literally, you voted for yourself. You've done the self-vote. I voted for me in 2012. From 2012 on, I saw too much stuff that you didn't like. That's funny. Mate, if I could vote, I'd vote for you, mate. No problem. I am good at sidestepping, but I do see a better way than the one that we are on. Not financial advice, absolutely, never is. I do agree. I tell people to buy platinum, and I never finished high school. No one needs to finish high school in 2025. Man, I won't go into a long rant about that, but I've been watching this amazing, great little interview with a guy named... is it Daniel Peters? Something like that. Anyway, I'll put a link to it if I can. Anyway, just talking about the industrial age and moving out of the feudal system, and now we're moving into the digital sort of creator kind of age, and then out of the industrial system, and how our school system is still completely set up for the industrial age. And it's like if you're back in the feudal system and, schools were set up for the feudal system, and then we're in we're in the industrial age. What are you doing? You got to get with the times, man. Our school system is way behind. But will be interesting how things pan out over the next 3 to 6 months after the new admin settles in. Yes. Oh, you are doing it on your laptop, but you just like to do the capital A. Hey, man, that's cool. Ladies and gentlemen, that's been Good Morning Stackers for Thursday, January the 23rd, 2025, coming to you live on X and on YouTube from Melbourne in Australia. It is a worldwide show. 1,163 subscribers on YouTube. Only started the show in June. So we're rocketing up. Join the winning team. You get week daily live gold, silver, platinum analysis, crypto and Bitcoin too, bringing the two worlds together. And we have our wonderful chats. We'll do news of the day. We'll do reviews. We do show and tell as well. A beautiful silver coin right there. I might even make that. Did you like my thumbnail this morning? I might even make that my thumbnail today. That's a beautiful Canadian... what's that one? That is the bird of prey, I think it is. Is it going to give for me up close? Yeah. Look at that Canada bird of... I think it's the bird of prey series. Just beautiful. Of course, with her Madge on the back. Right there. Yes, like, share, and subscribe, my funky people. Thanks, Joe. Have a great day, everyone. Yes, thanks. Like, share, and subscribe, etc. We'll do the quick version of the theme song, okay? And, of course, man, we're going to dance it out. And grab your tasty beverage for the synchronized slurp, ladies and gentlemen. This has been...
Good morning, Stack.
Oh, yeah, we're feeling fine.
Good morning, Stack.
It's podcast time.
Grab it.
Grab a tasty beverage. Let's get in the groove.
Let's do that.
Synchronized
3,
slurp.
2,
Now we're
1.
on
Slurp
the
it.
move. Good morning, Stack.
Thanks for watching, people. Another great show. I'll see you tomorrow, Friday morning. Stay safe, stay informed, keep stacking whatever you're stacking, and have an amazing day. See ya.